Reporting live is Mayce and Emily, and they are here to talk about the problem in the Potomac River in Maryland with the northern snakehead fish.
Hi, I'm here at the Potomac River in Maryland. There's a consistent problem here, and that is invasive species. The snakehead fish population keeps on growing and growing. The river is just over 400 miles long and is filled with snakehead fish.
They can be found anywhere in the river from above the Great Falls all the way down to the Chesapeake Bay.
So tell us the reason why they become so invasive, and what do they usually eat? What are its producers, primary and secondary consumers, as well as decomposers?
Well, it all started when you could buy these fish live in fish markets for food, and people started to release them in the river.
Honestly, anyone could have released them, or more likely it was more than one person. It would only take a few fish to be released because they have no natural predators and could just continue to reproduce. When they are fully grown, they have nothing that can kill or eat them.
What Mayce says is very true. Many people would have released them, but answering your question from before, the snakehead fish doesn't really eat many producers, but it does eat primary consumers, which eat producers. Many of the primary consumers it eats are crustaceans, zooplankton, and smaller species of fish. The snakehead fish itself is usually a secondary consumer. Its tertiary consumer, which eat are wading birds and bass. Its decomposers are fungi, bacteria, and insects.
What is it doing to the ecosystem and other organisms that live in the river? What climate and temperature do they really usually live in? Since they walk on land, how do the surface conditions have to be?
You mostly see the snakehead fish out of water after a heavy rain. It likes when the soil is wet, so it mostly stays close to the water.
And so what acts have been taken to try and attempt to get rid of the fish?
Not many things have been said about trying to take them out of the places that are invasive. There's no good way to get rid of an invasive species in the water. What I found surprising is that the average number of snakehead fish born in the Potomac per an hour is 6.
And why can't we just put a predator in the water that they normally have in their natural habitat?
We are not able to put a new species into the environment hoping that it is a predator to the fish because we don't know how dangerous that would be. We could end up with a much bigger problem than we already have.
If you have caught one, it is very good to eat, and it is like any other regular fish, and it's full of vitamins. Enjoy.
Sounds good. Besides trying to get rid of them, where is it native to? Also, does it have a certain place to live in, freshwater or saltwater?
It is native to Asia and Africa, but invasive in many places.
The snakehead fish doesn't really have a certain biome to live in, but it has very low tolerance to salt water.
Okay, thank you. To the viewers out there, please be aware there is a problem and we will all need to work together